Hello and happy St. Patrick's Day. Tonight I'm going to solve two problems involving rational expressions that might be typical of what you might see on tomorrow's quiz. Alright, in the first problem here I'm asked to simplify an expression that has division of two rational expressions. So the first thing I want to do is factor both fractions. So if I factor 3x minus 6, I get 3 times x minus 2, and then the x squared minus 9x plus 14 becomes x minus 2 and x minus 7. And then since this is a division problem, I do need to remember to flip the numerator and denominator of the second fraction. So I'm going to do that while I'm factoring. So the 2 kind of stays the way it is. The 8x squared minus 56x, there's a common factor there of 8x. So if I factor that out, I'm left with x minus 7. And now I'm ready to cancel or remove terms that appear in both the numerator and denominator. So the x minus 7 appears in both places, the x minus 2 appears in both places, and what am I left with? I'm left with 24x over 2, which is just 12x. And that's it. Okay, in the next problem I have a subtraction problem. So when I do subtraction, the first thing I want to do, if possible, is to simplify the fractions or the rational expressions that are involved. So to simplify, I do need to factor. So I'm going to factor, let's see, it looks like I can factor out a 3 from the denominator, leaving me with 5n minus 4. Secret cat tonight is Caleb, and secret word is leprechaun. Alright, the second term is 5/3. Obviously I can't simplify that. And now I'm ready, looks like I couldn't simplify the first fraction either, so now I'm ready to find the least common denominator of the two fractions. Well, least common denominator is going to have one of every factor. So it's going to have a 3, and it's also going to have a 5n minus 4. Now I need to decide what to multiply each fraction by to get that common denominator. Well, the fraction on the left already has the 3 and the 5n minus 4. The fraction on the right just needs the 5n minus 4. So I'm going to multiply by 5n minus 4. That gives me my common denominator of 3 times 5n minus 4, and then that all goes over or under the sum of the numerators. So I'm going to have 2 minus, and then that's 5 times 5n minus 4. Now here you want to be careful because this minus sign gets applied after you multiply these two and distribute. So just be careful about that. So that's going to give me 2 minus, and then 25n minus 20. And that's all over 3 times 5n minus 4. And now I'm subtracting a polynomial, so I need to change the minus to a plus, and then reverse the sign of each term inside the parentheses. And looks like my last step here is just to combine like terms. So I can do that with the 20 and the 2, giving me negative 25n plus 22, and that's all over 3 times 5n minus 4. Alright, hope you found the screencast helpful. Get a good night's sleep, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.